sons, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is June 17, 2022. It is 2:57 a.m., almost 3 a.m. This is my back end. New subscribers, welcome. I just realized is $18.99. New subscribers, welcome. All right, so let's go on Twitter. Okay, this one I just saw it. Let me go over it because I follow her and her. So let's do these two and then I'll go on my list. Okay, so this is Joanne. Harry and Meghan have said nada about their recent trip to the UK. On the other hand, I'm seeing lots of stories popped up about Harry's birth family's thoughts, actions, and concerns. I haven't read anything of them, but it appears that the left behinders the left behinders are desperate to control the narrative. The left behinders. Girl, I'm enjoying all the grandstanding. All they're doing is sealing their own irrelevancy while reaffirming everything Harry and Meghan have said. I love this for them. I love when the squad say, I love this for them. There's the couch, there's the eye, there's the popcorn, the dreams, and the... Oh, so she's sitting and drinking and watching, eating the popcorn. Alright, so there was only 2 comments. Let's go on this one. Alright, these are just new add-ons. I have my list already. Alright. Used to pick in on Harry when he was in the military, especially when he trained in Arizona on Apache helicopter. I like those pictures of him riding his motorcycle, getting the end into town to buy groceries. He looks sharp on his bike. Me too, Arnold. By the way, I'm DD on YouTube. Okay, hey. She's like, hey. Care pics of Harry playing rugby are golden. Okay, so that's it. That's the only 2 comments that were there. Now I'm going to my list, what I've already set up. Okay, there's this. The most popular royals after the Queen, 2 years after they stepped down, they still are. Harry and Meghan. Right, 49 seconds.
It was and always will be the most popular royal, but second to that was Harry. It wasn't William and Kate. It was not William and Kate. And when Harry and Meghan became such a popular couple, it put everybody's noses out of joint. The establishment wanted to retain the monarchy as it was, to boost William and Kate, and the media, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph in particular, fed those lines.
Well,
knowing what we know now, okay, knowing, at least me, knowing what I know now, is that the sources are coming from the royal family. The royal family are the one who's always leaking to the press.
Much of the negativity towards the couple is coming from within the royal family. The royal family and staff of the royal family are the ones that are very often leaking these stories to the press.
So which means the one who wanted to boost his or her popularity were the one who were putting nonsense to the Daily Mail. And then Daily Mail wants to make money. What do you think? They went beyond, okay, to make things more juicy for people to buy their papers. And then we know how that end up. We know how that end up. The copyright and all of this, we know how that fell.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
And this is why, okay, I think he's moving closer. I think he's moving to a fourth home or something, one that's somewhat closer to Frogmore. And the squad already know, he's trying to get probably more information when Harry and Meghan are in town, so that he could, spill his beans to the papers. All right, God is good. Let's just say that God is good. Let's continue. I need to stop somewhere, so.
Until you said the last bit, I think that somebody in the palace decided to take them down a peg or two, and it went too far.
That's it. Someone from the palace, went down a peg or two and took it too far. And this is what I'm saying. The things are coming from the royal family. Okay? So that Dan Wooten already told us where and who was leaking those information. Somewhat. We have an idea. Well, if you plug everything together, Dan Wooten told us one thing. And then what happened to the copyright case? We know exactly. Was it the copyright case reaffirmed what Dan Wooten was saying? And then we have that other video where someone who used to work at the palace who said, who might it be?
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point. And unless, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
So put everything together, we have the whole circle of things.
History now, isn't it?
But it's not history, because, for instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know, you never win. If you never win, but the media will always be at one.
Meghan won. Okay, Meghan won. She won her copyright case. It's like, I want my privacy. I respect my privacy. You're not respecting it. I'm gonna make you give it to me. I'm gonna demand it. And that's what she did with the copyright case. And they are furious about that. They are furious about that.
When it comes to privacy,
It's not them who have said they want privacy. It's something that the tabloids have said about them that's latched on. They have taken steps when there have been blatant violations, unlawful violations of privacy. Of course, then they've challenged it because that's in line with their values. But that doesn't mean just because you assert your human rights that you then become some kind of Trappist monk and take a vow of silence and you're not allowed to discuss anything. That's not how privacy works. Privacy is about the right to own and control what personal information you choose to share with somebody.
expectation that shouldn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
Two things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right? I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with. So it's about boundaries and it's about respect. They've created a false narrative. I've never talked about privacy.
And this is where our prayers come in handy to say, wherever Harry, Meghan, and Archie, Lilibet, Diana, and Miss Dovia cannot see or cannot fight or whatever, this is where our prayers go and do the rest for them. So sometimes, you ask God for something. If you're not trying, you're just sitting there and say, you keep on praying and praying, don't do a damn thing. God is going to say, what are you doing? You better do something. So Harry and Meghan are doing something. And then if God sees you doing something, He filling the rest for you. He said, yeah, you really deserve that. And He'll make sure you get what you asked for. And this is where our prayer is coming. Harry and Meghan are doing the fight. Okay, I'm probably going to play it over again.
War with you, and the Daily Mail does everything drip, 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 poison.
Okay, so let's play it again.
But second to that was Harry. It wasn't William and Kate. It was not William and Kate. And when Harry and Meghan became such a popular couple, it put everybody's noses out of joint. The establishment wanted to retain the monarchy as it was, to boost William and Kate, and the media, the Daily Mail and the Telegraph in particular, fed those lines.
Well, I agree with everything until you said the last bit. I think that somebody in the palace decided to take them down a peg or two, and it went too far. Absolutely. But that's all history now, isn't it?
Well, it's not history because, for instance, if you take the media on, as Dawn will know, you
never win.
If you never win, but the media will always be at war with you, and the Daily Mail does everything drip, 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 poison. It was and always will be.
So. Yeah, after the Oprah interview, we already see, they don't need to talk anymore. They don't need to say much because they're pretty much doing what Harry and Meghan have said in the Oprah interview. They said their things, whether or not you believe them at the time during the Oprah interview, and then they bounce. And then you see them, running like chicken without a head, meaning that the left behind royals and all the daily crap, all of them, they're running like chicken without a head, trying to make people see their point of view. Instead, they're pretty much proving Harry and Meghan whatever they said in the Oprah interview. And then Harry and Meghan move on. They're doing their thing. Okay? No, this is a while back before they even step back, but they are still talking. There's me responding. Let, quote, YouGov, and quote, keep feeding the inbreeds lies. The squads know what's up. Okay, someone responding and said, okay, YouGov is run by Camilla nephew. I knew about that. Because every now and then you come across poll from YouGov and all of this. We just laugh at them. We already know the truth. They're trying to tell themselves when they do their YouGov poll, whatever, it's to make themselves feel good so they could sleep well at night. So it's okay, we know. Okay? I know about the YouGov already. YouGov is run by Camilla nephew, Elliot, the nephew that is caught up in Russian oligarch scandal. The Russian got everybody in the vote. This is why the UK is running the way it is, because everyone over there is, how do you call that? They entrap them. Just go look at some of my old videos. All my old videos. Everyone is entrapped. Even regular Brits, some, not all, okay? Some, they do so much for so little. And I could compare that with, is it Simon Rex or something? They offer him $70,000 to talk negative about Meghan, even though at that time he needed money. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. It's unbelievable. Some of the things that I see coming out of the UK, where their money, I don't know if the value of the pound is still high, but their money were valued so high, but they doing so much distraction for so little. It's a shame. All right, so let's read some of the screenshots Harvey said, let's say here. for those who may not know, but I know about these already, but I'm reading it for those who may not know. Ben Elliott assisted multiple Russian billionaires in acquiring property in the capital. Okay, conservatives see, okay, what is it when some of the people in the UK are looking around where the police are guarding those Russian oligarch home? Okay, I think there were some Brits who run into those mansions that belong to the Russian and all of that. They kicked them out. Not only that, the police were protecting those properties. Okay, so there's the another connection of that. All right. Okay, I read that. War in Ukraine. Conservative co-chairman Ben Elliott boasted of helping billionaires and capital. Okay, let's see here. The nephew of Camilla. That I didn't know. Okay, in terms of the YouGov, I was aware of, but him helping them get property in the UK, I didn't know that. This one is new to me. I didn't read that, but I thought she put these were talking about the YouGov thing. The YouGov, I was aware of it, but that one I wasn't aware of. Okay, the nephew of Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, he is frequently photographed with her husband, Prince Charles, the future king. Mr. Elliott is also a friend of influential politicians, including Prime Minister Boris Johnson, obviously. The sort of access dovetail with the sale pitch from quintessentially, the company advertises that it has secure clients a private dinner at Buckingham Palace. I read this before. Hosted by Mr. Elliott, and invitations to events where customers might rub shoulders with political figures. Talking about using their connection for their gain. These are the things that they thought Harry was gonna do when he left the UK, thinking he's gonna use the royal brand to get money. This is why they strip him of everything. They told him not to use his titles and all of that. But look who's doing it. Mr. Elliott, and invitations to events where customers might rub shoulders with political figures. Prince Charles is quoted in a promotional video for quintessentially praising its services. Okay? So this is the thing that they did not want Harry to do. Harry and Meghan. Don't use them to make money. Alright? So they wanted Harry and Meghan to, every doors that they wanted those doors to shut in front of their faces, for them to then crawl back to them and asking them for little crumbs. And then each time they ask for something, okay, they may not even give it to them. They're gonna, if that were to happen, make them suffer. Okay, make them suffer, and probably make him leave Meghan in order for them to give Harry whatever he needed it. These people are evil. There's a possibility that's what they were hoping for. But with our prayers, God is good. Okay, it's hardly surprising then that Camilla's nephew managed to quickly get out a poll showing that everybody in UK loved Prince William. Prince William is racist the morning after he was booed at Wembley. Oh, really? Did I share that? If I came across it, I must have shared it. Okay, I have never trusted YouGov polls as founded by Zahawi. If William were a man, he will feel ashamed by the fact that to raise his profile, people need to literally destroy Harry. Yeah, that's a shame. Let's see here. The problem with William is that it hasn't raised his profile. The royalists in the UK might like it because Harry married a black girl. He must be punished. But the decent Brits and the rest of the world think he's a complete loser. He's a complete loser, especially what he did to Harry. Well, to Meghan, pretty much, and in fact trying to hurt Harry and that. Giving Mel on Sunday information to help Mel on Sunday win, and it backfired big time. Instead, it's just, show the kind of a snake that he is. Why would you do that? All right? God is good. Let's just say that God is good. Okay, he has no respect and he hasn't earned any. What is it? I don't think this came out yet. I have a thumbnails. I say on the top, I think I said respect is earned, something like that. Okay, amen. Okay, the proof is in the pudding. William and Kate, Charles, Eddie have nothing to offer, and they all have something to hide. That's right. They all made the mistake of trying to banish Meghan. Major fail. Video footage, internet, Pandora's box, well and truly open. And it's only going to get worse. Yep, but I don't know. I don't think many of the UK the Brits are not seeing it. A lot of them are not seeing it. But I know for a fact. Okay, I know for a fact there are some very good, ethical Brits out there.
I think it should make him look at his character and look at how he's behaved, for sure. I don't think he'll be worried at all, no.
Who truly are very ashamed of what the royal family stand for. They may not hate the royal family, but they are very sad, to show still some respect for the royal family, but they show the sadness. This is what the royal family stand for, and then in return it represents them as a whole. Okay, Harry and Meghan is and will always be the most popular royal. The press doesn't always win. Meghan beat them court. Yep, that's right, beat them in court. This makes perfect sense. William and Kate are worried about who will be the most popular when the Queen is gone. I think they give the Queen that popularity thing out of respect. I don't really think it's the Queen. Okay? This is my 2 cents on that. I don't think it's the Queen. It's just out of respect they put the Queen on top because she has to be the one because she's the Queen. But I don't think she is. Harry was always been the popular one. Alright, the UK media and public remain just as obsessed with them as ever, proving her point. And the thing is that with all those little mistakes, I call them little mistakes because he was young. Okay, little mistakes that Harry have done throughout his life. And the main thing is the reason why people forgive him is because he owned those mistakes. He knew he did it, and I think many times he has apologized for that. He understands he owned his mistake. This is the thing here. But the other ones, they want to be seen as perfect. They never made a dent of a mistake. That's the problem here. And this is why a lot of people don't really like Amber Heard, because she feels like she never make any mistake. She didn't do none of the thing that was proven that she lied of. That's the thing. People understand you are human. You could make mistakes, but at least own some of your mistakes. Okay? So that's the thing with between William and Harry. Harry owns his mistakes, and then William, on the other hand, wants to show people he's perfect. Whatever BS they put in his head since he was a child, he think it's true. Alright, wait until that thing literally blew up in his face. Okay, was this today? They are obsessed. What show is this? I want to go look it up on YouTube and watch the entire interview. Exactly. Amen. Okay, okay, I've finished reading everything. Harry and Meghan are more popular than the Queen. That's what I think so too. I think so too. You should be on stage. No, I really think so. It's just look at it. I didn't even read this, and I felt that. I believe so. They're just giving the Queen that respect because she is the Queen. Okay, can we please stop talking about royals like they have any relevance in today's society? Well, I hate to say that they still exist. If they're talking BS, we have to point out their BS. Okay, they perpetuated the class system and do more damage than good. A relic from the past. Okay, this is a joke, right? Alright, there's no joke here. Next tweet. Okay, I'm 19 minutes. Phew. This is the second one. Her royal, I'm telling you, Ian sometimes just throw some tweet out there to get those derangers rattled. And by the way, last night, I was knocked out on the couch, and then when I got up, like around 8 p.m. I would say, and then my husband was doing some Lego stuff with my youngest. Yesterday was his birthday, so they were putting some Legos together, just to give you the stage of mindset of my thing. So I got up and I saw them doing that, but and the TV was on. They were watching that thing, and I grabbed my phone and I was on a blacking streak. The squad were putting who to black and things like that. I was there for like 15 minutes just blacking. blacking people, because the squad was saying, oh, this one you should black, and then next thing I know, I press on, what is it, a hashtag that the squad create, I think is Sussex squad black or something, blacklist, and then I click on it, and then all the Twitter names that you should black, I just went on a black. It took me 15 minutes and I gave up. I think there was some more. There was some more. I gave up because I needed to pee and take a shower. I need to go back on that list to continue the blacking because I don't want to see some idiot. But the reason I'm saying this is that Ian sometimes out of nowhere, he just throw something out there to get the Rangers riled up. I don't think he meant that, but this was his tweet. Okay, Her Royal Highness Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Princess Henry of Wales, America's princess. Okay, done. Alright, so that's that. There's me with the shade, I'm laughing. There's the loving eye, thumbs up, and there's the pound. 2 people like it. Okay, you know, Ian, if I didn't know you better, I guess you are stirring the soft stuff. It all add to the run on your Twitter account. Keep on mixing, buddy. Hi, Thomas. I've always been anti-monarchy and anti-aristocracy, but I'm in the US now, so I left them to it until I saw the way they treated Meghan and Harry. Now I'm convinced they have to go. Now she's convinced he had to go. The title means nothing to me, but they get a rise out of trolls. This is what I was saying. I didn't even read that. He sometimes just do it to get the Rangers mad. Okay, yes, the weekend just gone was an example of pomposity. There were more feathers than an ostrich convention. This is a problem for the British people. So many of them are totally absorbed by it all. Okay, lemmings, more feathers than ostrich convention. I'm stealing that. Don't try and stop me. There's a laugh. I get black every time. Even if I stop in between this one, I get black from it. And I think, was it strike or not strike? Copyright thing. So I'm not even gonna play. All right, let me move on to the next one. I just waste 2 minutes and I'm not even sure I'm gonna show that thing because I already know I got flagged for it before. Next tweet. This is the real Meghan. She's an amazing person with her time. You can't fake love and perfection. God made us all different and his image, and you can never copy or duplicate it because it will not work. All right, so 23 seconds.
But for me, I don't just want to show up somewhere and wave my hand and feel like that's enough. Like if I'm going to have my name attached or I'm going to do it, I really get very hands-on, which is exhausting, but you can sleep a lot better at night knowing that when you put your thumbprint on it, you feel really proud of being a part of it and you know that it's being done well. But
Wow.
for me,
That's the first time I heard that that audio of her. That's very interesting. We all know, I mean, I was aware of that, you know, she doesn't lie, especially when she sat at the stage with all 4 of them, where she says she wants to be in the background to get involved and all of that. That I was aware of.
I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
Now that she's really saying it, you know, it confirms. Okay, Princess Meghan is purposely living out her true, and it's beautiful and encouraging, giving all that trying to tear her down. She is the queen, she is grace personified, and that is beautiful to me. Okay, you are 100% correct, and this is what all those old British TV hosts and so-called royal reporters envy. Yep. Guess what? All of them could do that, but their heart and soul is not behind anything that they do. Okay, and it's Quaddy. She is such a beautiful soul, and I just love her so much. Okay, different language. This picture is also old. This was her when her agent booked these 2 trips to South Africa to enhance her image. It's Celebrity 101. Guess what? She did it. You could easily put it put it down or minimize the work, but guess what? Like I've said in so many times, I do not see, after doing so many let's say if I were to be an actor, something like that, I do get up every morning, go on set. Sometimes the things roll over to the next day or whatever. You exhausted, and you think after you're doing all of this at your free time, you'll be doing this, or me, I will say, no, I'll be sitting at home just chilling. Okay, you have to be part of this. You have to enjoy it for you to do it. Anybody could minimize everything that she did. Guess what? She did it. So deal with it. She did it. Okay, she traveled with her professional photographer and designer clothing who wears fancy sandals in Africa. Who cares? Who cares? She did it. The same way you guys boast and I don't know, glorify just laying a riff, okay, waving to those royals, okay. They just laying a riff. You guys glorify it like they just create a cure for cancer or something like that. All right, so guess what? You could minimize anything that Meghan said. Guess what? She did it. Deal with it. All right, deal with it.
Sussex squad. Sussex squad.
Let's see here. I live in Africa and I wear fancy sandal. Your ignorance is showing. This is the thing. They're really making the continent really look like they're really in need, when in fact Africa has all the resources that they need. But what these people are doing, the same way that they're sending those people to Rwanda and all of that, they have a bigger plan. They really want to destroy the continent, you know, put everybody I don't want to go too political. Let me just leave that. Let me just leave that thought alone. Okay, their racism is showing, and their ridiculous attempt to downplay. There's the thing, downplay HRH, Duchess of Sussex, humanitarian work, pre-entering the financial richest but emotional poorest family in the UK, the royal family, roughneck family. That's the first time I'm hearing roughneck family. All right, I'm loving your parody account. Thank you for the laugh. All right, let's see. A man duplicate will stand out in their absurdity. That is God's honest truth. We are all unique and should embrace our uniqueness. Okay, intelligence, beauty. There's a clap. You can't fake love. That's fine. Okay, it's all smoke and mirrors. Okay, say it in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Let's put, for example, look, that few seconds, I really call it a few seconds, her being over there in the UK, Mary, Harry and everything, that few seconds she was there. Look at the work that she's done. Okay, Hubb Community Kitchen, okay, sustained themselves throughout the COVID. What else? The smart work, and I'm sure there's other things that she was part of that did pretty well. Look at this. Even though she's not over there, she still support them. We get to know that she made a phone call during the Grenfell. That's the video I wanted to put out yesterday. That sort of highlight the 5th anniversary of Grenfell, and through that I learned that she called them and asked them how they were doing, and she gave them a little you know, update about her family. And this is what I think, when she was over there, going over there, cook with them, talk about, you know, certain things with them, talk about her mom and all of that. And this is why Miss Doria came during the opening of the whatever, that little picnic they did. Miss Doria was there. That's because I'm pretty sure she spoke about her mom, and she probably told her mom, come and, you know, join me with this. I spoke to the ladies about you, and I would like you to meet them and all of that. I've said this a long time ago, but and I still believed. I'm the freaking fly on the wall. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking, I didn't bookmark this tweet, is that Joanne with Zuzu, who brought her dog to daycare camp, something, and I'm like, I'm a mind reader, that I know what the dog is feeling and whatever. And then later she told me what really happened, and I was like, I put a meme of me taking my brain out, throw it in the garbage. But that was off topic completely. But yeah, Meghan, I mean, the way the media made Meghan seems to be, it's completely different. those ladies from the Hubb Community Kitchen, they already know exactly who Meghan really is, because that few moments she was over there, going over there, doing those cooking with them, chatting and do all of this. They already know the true Meghan. And then look how they sustain themselves. And the royal family was trying to take the money that she helped raise to put in their stupidity. That will probably drain in a second. And Harry was like, nope, that money is gonna go to those other charities. Alright, let's continue. Next week, the Duchess of Kindness, Meghan Markle, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And this was this is the thing here. Sometimes when the squad, there's nothing that the Sussexes are doing, the squad create conversation. They just post pictures. Look at Ian, the previous tweet that I show. Just put a picture of Meghan and then we start conversation. All right, so that's that. I'm not a child nor old, but next time should Meghan be near, I might pretend to be old. Only so she give me a beautiful hug or adjust my coat. She is utterly caring and kind. Okay, Meghan could not be more different than the other women. She radiates compassion and works so hard to help others. And the thing is that, you know what really makes me like at awe with her. You would have thought, the moment she married Harry, her personality will have changed just to fit in. Okay, to be in that high class kind of society and things like that. Okay, despite all of this, nah, she remained the same. She remained the same until she's like, I'm not gonna change for it the same way. This is the thing why I say I like Princess Anne as well. They don't change for people. They do not change. She remained the same. Meghan, she remained the same. You would have thought she would have changed just to fit in and all of that. And she knows no matter what she does, they will not accept her. So she, instead of being bouncing like a ping pong ball, she remained the same until she had to leave. She's like, I'm not gonna change for it because that's not who I am. Whatever. Plus other reason as well. Okay, we could have a house full of reasons why she had to leave. Okay, so Princess Anne as well, we may not like her personalities and all of that, but guess what, the taxpayers are funding, they're willing to give her money to live that kind of lifestyle. So she's not gonna change until, you know, the people decided to make that change. And this is why I say I like Princess Anne, just for that. It's not her fault that it's not like she put a gun in those people's head and said, you better give me money. She's not doing that. She's sitting there, do her thing, you know, whichever way she spend the money. She told you, I'm not gonna change, but the people are still willing to give money to the royal family. So what do you expect? She sleep well at night, every night. Unlike the other royals who's pretending this is not what, you know, stand at the corner trying to sell papers, pretending. No, do you see Princess Anne doing that? No, she's probably doing her royally thing, whatever royal people do at the free time, enjoying her life. Okay, it's not her fault. I'm not gonna blame her for that. Alright, so when pretending, it's hard work. When you're trying to pretend, it's a lot of work. So why pretend when the people are willingly to give you money? Alright, and the other one had to pretend to, you know, selling papers. Oh God. Anyway, let's continue reading some of the comment. Okay, he married the right one, more like his mom than any other. Okay, he will not let her be treated like his mom was. Okay, that's why they move aboard. Every kind word spoken about her documented. Okay, she is so kind and amazing. Yeah, that's the thing too. When they find out that Harry was dating her, they did all those BS, even know her social security and everything. When everything that they needed was already right in front of them on social media, just know who her followers. Okay, her followers, that was her army. Okay, and now as the royal family keep on revealing who they actually are, more people are joining her side. Okay, bless her, she's so kind and genuine. There's a loving eye. And Meghan is beautiful inside and out. I love her so much. Okay, how can you not love this couple? That easy, and yet they still wonder why we love. Okay, what is that? There's the laugh. Okay, all right, so let's move. Okay, Duchess of Kindness. Next tweet. They could downplay everything about Meghan, but if you are someone with the right mind and everything, you see for yourself. Next tweet. Okay, former part-time accessories buyer, the quote Duchess of Cambridge, will meet with Sajid Javid, the health secretary, on Thursday as she calls for children's mental health to be prioritized in her first political roundtable discussion. Oh God, she's gonna, all she needs to do is bring Louis with her, and Louis will tell you if those 5 questions were working on him. That poor child. Okay, in contrast, Javid studies economics and politics at the University of Exeter, where he joined the Conservative Party. Working in banking, he was to become the managing director of Duchess Bank. Wow. Then Duchess Bank have some issues with, how do you call this, with the Trump thing. There were some issues there. So they pretend, okay, I think I got it. They're just pretending to be that this is what they're gonna be talking about. Are they gonna be televised to hear the thing? No secret meeting behind closed doors? Alright, so anyway. Okay, after spending years listening and learning on private visit, she expressed a determination to drive awareness and action. So what this guy is gonna know about child something, whatever, to fund her charity that were closed? I don't know, but let's read on. Okay, the work will be central plank of her royal career as she focuses on what she believes is, quote, one of the greatest issues of our time, end quote. What is the greatest issue that she thinks is? Okay, I really feel bad for all the credible and early years expert, people who have studied for years in the field. Okay, Javid urged to act as child mental health cases racket. What? What? So the guy he didn't even study any of these things, and this is what they're gonna talk. Oh my God, they're really taking those UK people for a ride. Okay, Javid urged to act as child mental health cases racket. Oh my goodness. My question, why reinvent the wheel? Why use taxpayers funded money toward essentially a variety project, especially after it's announced that you will be moving to another taxpayers funded house? The answer is always known. Why pretend to be doing groundbreaking work? Thank you. The pretending thing. This is the thing. It's a lot of freaking work. Now they're probably going to make excuse after excuse after excuse once the proper question is raised. Kate joins a political roundtable. Is she planning to run for prime minister? There's the thinking face. I remember another duchess who reached out to member of Congress to urge action on important policy, but she got blasted by the UK media and accused of plotting to become US president. Oh my goodness. Potential mayor prime minister candidate Kate Middleton has her work cut out for her to convince voters. One voter stated, quote, an elected stay-at-home mother lectures politicians on her pet project. Sorry, love. Back in your back. Oh my God. That's a quote. Back in your back. I'm just gonna sure that's me here. Okay, Kate joined a political roundtable. Is she planning to run for prime? Okay, so they're repeating thing here. Get this right here. Okay, 29 seconds. Saving the monarchy. What is that?
People who aren't necessarily reaching out, who are struggling, who perhaps don't feel they can reach out, or the fact that, you know, maybe they haven't, you know, realized that addictive behaviors have sort of established.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
People who aren't necessarily reaching out, who are struggling.
Oh my God. This little boy classic. So when it comes to the childhood development thing, I look online to search for when the G7 summit was going on, and I could not find what I was really looking for on YouTube. But the one that the royal family has, they cut it out, where Dr. Jill Biden and Kate Middleton were sitting at the table. They were having some discussion about early childhood and all of that. I'm going to put the link of that particular video down below. I found it through C-SPAN. That's the US-based political C-SPAN in America. Okay, so I'm gonna skip couple of them. Okay, but I'm just gonna show you when they cut the meeting short, and then what Dr. Jill Biden said and what Kate Middleton said. And then if you wanna see the whole thing, just go on the link below and watch it. Alright, so that's it. Well, apparently the part that I wanted to share with you is copyrighted. The audio does not work. All the other parts worked, but the last part where they cut the meeting short did not work. Okay, I spent about an hour trying to get it work, bring it to different places to make the audio work. It did not work. So just check it on the check the link in the description. So they copyrighted it. No wonder why. I don't blame them. All right, so yeah. Well, there's literally no difference between this and what Meghan did, yet somehow I don't think the tabloid will be calling for her head on a plate. And why does it say what Kate is going to say? That should be spontaneous, not scripted or wait. Okay, the difference is substance. My perspective, it's insulting to call yourself an expert based on hobby work. Everyone has valuable experience, but if you haven't studied the issue, that's what I'm saying. Why even talk to that guy about childhood thing when his study has nothing to do with that? But then again, it's the UK. The same way that those PPE contract were giving to people who had nothing to do with medical field. Go back to some of my old videos about maybe 2 years ago, I think, when I raised that PPE issue up. I shared it with you. Had become a big issue later on. Okay, those people who had those $1 million contract, when you look at their work, it's into financial. What the hell were they getting contract to do medical stuff? Okay, that was one of the things that I raised. Okay, I rather see people use their platform to uplift others. And one of the issues that I raised on that PPE thing is, okay, not only the background had nothing to do with it, and I was like, how come there wasn't a bid? Okay, usually when government, at least in the US, because I remember working for engineer, when he wants to get work from the government, he had to make a bid. It was an open thing for everybody. Okay, so whoever had the best bid or whatever, they will choose you to do the project. So I'm like, how come they didn't have an open bid? Why did they go specifically for that? These were the questions that I was raising. All right, when I saw that article. Go back to some of my old videos. Okay, she didn't even put a 10 hours as part-time accessory buyer. I worked more hours at work as a teenager part-time, then she only worked for 6 minutes. Allegedly, she worked 3 days a week for 6 months. Oh my god. So where did this, is there a chart that came out that says when they were working or something like that? First, she needs to do her Harry and Fawn, was it Fawn, a real Meghan and Harry specialist, and get help for her own MH. H can speak on the topic because he's taking it seriously. The mental health thing, yeah. Okay, he's done his homework, got therapy. Bone and Skull treat Meghan and Harry like everything and their life PR. I just can't believe people by this BS. What is she going to say? Can she say anything substance without that hyena smile? Laugh. Okay, part-time. For me, it was closer to fictitious employment. Okay, this has the same energy and build up as her famous piano recital. Oh my god. Go to my old videos around, what is it, Christmas of last year? Oh my god. The truth came out eventually. Next tweet is those traditional royal family values on display again. Okay, Peter Phillips' girlfriend Lindsay Wallace is still married. The scandal of it all. Okay, is that her? This is the thing. Those women over there let it happen. They're just letting it happen. Okay, they do it. The people approve and paying for it. That's all I gotta say. This is the thing that I was saying about Princess Anne. She said she's not gonna change because the people are paying for it. Okay, they do it. The people approve and paying for it. That's it. Okay, meanwhile, Charles won't even sit by Harry and Meghan in church. You know, the married couple with his grandkids. Alright, get this. Adam Phillip got herself a rich new boo who's also still married. Family values American. Okay, that's the ex-wife. I think she's Canadian. She already got somebody else. Oh, well, guess what? At least hers is a little bit private. She's not flaunting it. Okay, is he separated or still with his wife? I think they separated. Okay, Peter is divorced. Yeah, I think I raised that. It was a quick one. Okay, I didn't focus too much on it. Or at least I read it. I don't know if I share it. Okay, they're role models for the nation. Yep. People are not crying foul about it, and that's why they want to force feed people Andrew into people's face. Okay, I live in Essex, where every fourth teen has a baby out of wedlock. My teen mothers have better morals and knew how society saw them. They go through great strides to present themselves as law-abiding citizens and get education. Their code of conduct is better than the royals. What is it? I believe like in the 90s. Around the 90s, there was a huge boom of teen pregnancy, and they curbed that thing here. Okay, so they, like what she's saying, that's what that remind me. Around high school, there were a lot of teen pregnancies, and then little at a time that changed and things got a little bit better. I don't hear as much as many teen I'm sure there are, don't get me wrong, there are teen pregnancies, but it's not as huge as it was in the 90s. Okay, shaking my head with all the hypocrisy about Meghan being a divorcee. Charles will be head of Church of England, and his divorce as is Anne. The thing is that they just don't bring it up, but they're worse than everybody. They are the bottom feeders, they really do, and then they're pretending to be something else. They are the bottom, at least in my eyes. That's the way that I see. Their moral is bottom feeders. Okay, so will Peter's woman, or is it just the woman of color and the traits that must be rise above the quote, do as I say? Okay, there's the laugh, and some people twist themselves trying to justify and glorify this nonsense. Okay, quell surprise. For the moment there, I thought it was the brown lady. Cannot remember her name now. Michelle, yes, she does look a bit like her. Okay, they have always tolerated marital scandal from members of the family. Both Anne and Chuck had their scandals. Now Peter and Rose's boyfriend front and center. But the way they were clan swingers and philanderers back in their days, I wonder if they forego swinging and just sticking to philandering. One can wonder. At least she's white. Sarcasm. Okay, is she? They may be green, gray, blue, beige, pink. They wish they were paler, but it is what it is. Let me move on so I could finish with this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tweets, and I'm already 50 minutes. Next tweet: Throwback Thursday to Zara Tindall dancing with a guy in blackface, and Prince William, quote, out of Africa, and quote, theme birthday party. Okay, I was looking at some of those pictures when I saw this. So this is Zara right there. Oh my God, look at him trying to bring his stomach in. This is not a normal breathing thing. These are people who probably got a huge stomach trying to bring it in. They all are baggage for God. Baggage for God. Baggage for God. Yeah, I remember seeing that video where they're walking in. They like to use people, other cultures thing, and then they don't respect it. They all are baggage for God. You know what that remind me of? That remind me where I went to that trip in Virginia, and I showed you that instance where they say ladies do not work. Is it that? Yeah, ladies don't work, women do.
Wishes to play the organ. She's not expected to operate that pedal herself. It can be moved to the side and the staff to do that work for them. Well, ladies don't work. That is distinctive of ladies versus women. Ladies do not work. Women do.
Something like that. The house that I went in had a full wall of display with guns. I still have I'll look for it, and as I'm talking I will show you. That's what that remind me of. Okay, so they were there playing for them. Is that the same party? No, he's not dressing up as the theme, but anyway, let's see. Okay, is the guy with the blackface William. It looks like it could be him. Case, yes it is. Photo like that. have been kept by the Windsor spin doctors thus far out of the reach of the British media. Okay, so it was that him? Are they talking about this? That's the only blackface. Is that him? I don't know. Oh, look at his face. He colored black. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think it's him. Yeah, I don't think it's him. Okay, we are very much not racist family. Alright, let's see. Who is Zara? The guy in blackface is Bulliam. Okay, so I didn't know. Now the teeth are too straight. I didn't say it, but that's what I was thinking. I remember showing this. Let's show it again. Okay, they had African women holding 21 posters. His defenders will say that he wanted to honor Africa, but if you really want to appreciate other cultures, you bring the native to celebrate with you, not to serve your friend while they pretend to be black for a day. Like I said, they all are baggage for God. Alright, let me just put the audio. Alright, so I remember seeing that video before. So let me read this. Wow, I expect no less from this scum. Okay, had to believe that once upon a time Baldy was a handsome prince. Wow, how far he has fallen. Let's see here. Okay, hard to believe that once. Okay, I just read that. Alright, so let's finish watch that video for those who haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's a thread, but I'm not gonna go in it. Let me just bookmark it. Yep. Baggage for God. Baggage for God. Yep, that's the one where they're walking in with that thing. That's the guy. Look at, there's this one, the blackface again. Baggage for God. Baggage for God. Is it starting over? Alright. Alright, so that was it. Alright, let me move on. Next tweet. I'm not sure if that is how it works, but yeah, imagine how high Meghan Markle's credit score had to be for them to afford this house. LOL, this just crossed my mind. Harry didn't have credit history in the US when they bought it. When I saw this, the first thing that came to mind, because I spoke about this, a lot of the squad came after me, but I don't know, you have to think about it. I don't even think even though they had the money, I don't think they bought it full cash. You know why? Because I think Meghan probably want Harry to build up his credit. I think they bought it or get a loan. Okay, they get a loan purposely so they could build up their credit. When I saw this and I said I need to share it, because some of you at the beginning, some of you came after me like my own bit, but you have to you can't. So many things is happening. You tend to explore it, and unfortunately I share those questionable things like his status and the US and all of that. I get, oh my God, the squad came after me. It's still there. All of the comments are still there. You guys could go in those videos and check the comments. So when I saw this and I thought I share it with you, because I'm not the only one who think about some of this stuff. Okay, and she continues here. Harry's wealth wasn't enough to cash purchase. Banks are not impressed by a prince title that holds no real value in the US. This was before Netflix and Spotify, and at the financial uncertain times of post-working royal life. So yeah, Meghan carried. End of discussion. Yep. And I said, you know, I don't think they bought it cashed, even if they had the money. Okay, I'm pretty sure they purposely got a loan, okay, and then put his name on the paper as well so he could build up his credit. I said this a long time ago. Okay, there's one comment here. Okay, sweet chicks, whatever you say. It's true. Look at his father, the royal family took over. Even if his title meant something over here, with the things that the family was going behind his back to do to prevent him from getting anything. So you could see they had to struggle. So yeah, like she said, Meghan carried the weight. Yes. Okay. Well, let's say they both were doing their part. Okay. This is where the balance come into play here. Okay, that few seconds where the father removed his security and all of that, where he needed it the most, this is where Princess Diana's money came in, and Meghan had money too. Who knows what part of her money is contribute to all of that as well. Okay, because Meghan wasn't poor, she had money as well, so we may not know the full detail. So they both balance each other, and then when it comes to buy the property, okay, Meghan's name was on the paper and show her line of credit, okay, to give the bank confidence, yeah, we could pay for that. And that was, like she said, before Netflix. And then add Harry's name to it, because they are married. Okay, now his credit is building up. Since they bought the house, the payment is making every month. Okay, they purposely did that. What is it? There was a property that I bought, investment property that I bought. I bought it cash, and then when I decided to do some major renovation, I got a loan for it. And guess what happened? I created a different account just for that property only, and then all the money was already there, and I made I set up the thing in a way where every month automatic payment. Okay, automatic payments where I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so I had the money with the loan, but building the credit up and all of that. So the account was just there for that property. All of the money that I borrowed was there, and then every month the bank took the money out, and then I was able to do the thing. And then by the time, you know, what is it? I think I made it for, is it 15 years or something? I got the loan, and I even, once I finished it everything, you know, I no longer need the money, and I wanted to get the burden off my head where I don't have to think about the every month the payment or whatever. I pay everything off and close the account. Okay, so I don't owe anything. I finished paid it before the 10 years. All right, so you just know how the game is played. All right, and you play it well, so you don't get suffer. All right, and I don't have that property anymore. I sold it. Okay, helps knowing there's easy yes, I read that. Helps knowing there's ready cash somewhere too. Then credit comes easier. Credit comes easy if you have good credit. That's right. That's right. Okay, that's a fact. Drug dealers have money, but credit is different. Don't know about the UK. That is true. All right, they worry about your credit score. What is it? The gem that I called to court and stuff like that. They try to ruin my credit. I called the credit company and said, look, this is what happened. I sent this, I went to court and I did this, and then they're trying to ruin my credit. Guess what? I wasn't playing. When there's an issue, if I fully focus on it and deal with it head on, if you know you are on the right side of the truth and whatever, you just deal with it. They tried to ruin my credit. When I was looking at my credit score, every month I check my bank account, and my bank account show my credit score, my FICO score every month. And then one day it went straight down. I think it was like 7 something, and I was like, what the hell? My credit score was 815 at that time. Why did it go all the way to 700? For most people, 700 is good. And I'm like, what did I do? And then when I look, it was TransUnion or Trans something that had something in my credit score. And I contacted them and showed them the court paper, and I said, look, this is what they're trying to do, ruin my credit. You better fix it, or I'm gonna call you to court, because I'm showing you, even though I wasn't gonna get any loan or anything like that, but you want this to stay in good record, because you never know when, you know, you might need something and they're going back into history to look at your credit. So you always make sure this is all in good standing thing. So she's right. Okay, I don't think it works like that for people financing in the millions. Okay, these two have billions. Michael Jordan, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Robert Smith are also Black American billionaires, to name a few. I did say billions. What is it? There was something that happened not too long ago. could have been last month, where they were saying, I think they were talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z, where they bought a property and they borrow money. Even though they had the money, they borrow money, and now there something happened. I don't know. It wasn't too long ago. I was reading it, where the investment that they made is quadruple. Okay, so you just, I never studied financial or whatever. My ability to tell you in the sense of how those people do their things is very minimal. I do not have experience of that. I have in the poor level of it, what I was able to do. But those people, once you know how the game is played, you play it. For them, people with millions, they just play with that. They just play with that. You just have to know how it is played, and you played fairly. Okay, truth. Because let's see here, she says something again. Harry and Meghan are billionaires yet. Okay, truth. Because of other than his military experience, the man has never had a job. Rich royal dude is not gonna fly at Robert landing. Okay, rocket landing. That is true. Okay, rich royal dude will fly anywhere if you have 25 million in the bank to back it up. That's right. That is true. There's Joanne here. All right, if you have the money, you could show it. All right. That's how you get the thing. Okay, and then your credit score too, because some people, they could have the money, they don't want to spend it. So this is where your credit score come into play. Right? If you have been in good standing with other people you borrow money from, that's what they want to see. Have you been in good standing thing with people? Look at Trump. I think not too many people wants to lend him money. Okay, Harry said point blank that he was able to afford his home because his mom left him money. The money part from his mom was the security part. Okay, also the Queen Mother reportedly left him some money because she left William will be king and get a lot of freebies as heir. Will Prince Philip have left him some money as well? Probably, and this is probably why they want this to be open in 90 years or something like that. Prince Philip will be secret for 90 years. Okay, it just said he made the ruling in line with other royals there, so to protect the Queen's dignity. Okay, I don't know. No, I want to bookmark this. Okay, credit score is the poor masses. Rich people get everything thrown at them, including mortgages. Okay, not in America. That's right. She's right. Not in America. Where are they throwing these mortgages? Multitude want to know. Yep, she's right. She must be into financial. Okay, following by, she's telling the truth. Not in America. Okay, are you rich? Is your grandmother the Queen of England? They play by an entirely different playbook. In England, this is America, like she said. Not in America. In America, you have to show it. All right, let's see here. Okay, at the rich, LOL. That's why the multitude don't know. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I wonder how many millionaires and billionaires have been denied mortgages. They probably, I think for now, what is it? Trump is one of who? Well, we never know who, if really had the money, but he probably just used his name. But anyway, okay, how they afford to purchase a home, not our concern. Okay, this is so true. Harry should thank his lucky stars every day for Meghan. That's for sure. Okay, the house that they probably double in value since they bought it. These are savvy people who work for a living and don't sponge off others. They reach into their own pocket to help others. Okay, they are both kind and giving. So do not be surprised when good things happen to them. It's called blessings. Okay, now that you mention it, I'm not sure it works, but many rich foreigners own properties in the US, so I guess Harry will have followed the same process, which is not the to say Meghan doesn't indeed have that credit score. Go ahead with the 900 credit score. There's a lot. Okay, rich foreigners usually end up paying cash for properties. And I think what happened with Harry and Meghan, because they know they were gonna live there, who knows how long they're gonna be here, so probably Meghan did that borrowing money to build Harry's credit. I've said this a long time. Okay, let's read these two and that's it. Okay, I'm sure she has high credit score, but that's not how that stuff works for the very rich and well connected. One, Harry has sufficient asset to purchase the property. Not when he left the royal family. His family made sure to strip him of things, property outright, so he could have used his inheritance from Diana as collateral to guarantee repayment and for the mortgage. One of the things that I said, okay, at the beginning, when all the chaotic thing was going, you know, pandemic, no security, all of that. And I said, with the amount of security that he need, I could see within not even a year, that money his mom left for him will be wiped out. That's one thing that I said, because the kind of security that he needs is a lot of money. I'm pretty sure it's expensive. So whatever they did, thank God it worked. That's all. They could have had a co-guarantor for mortgage. We don't know. Okay, the N is missing. We don't know who all their friends are. The mortgage could also have been obtained through originated in private banking instead of mortgage debt. So different standard. That is some of all of Netflix contract guarantees. So during that time, Netflix was not in the picture. Let's not forget Tyler Perry, where Tyler Perry gave them his home for them to reorient themselves, get their feet together, think of how they're gonna move forward and all. I think that was a major blessing for them. Okay, I don't know if whatever deal they make with Tyler Perry, but that time where Tyler Perry gave them their home and said, here's a home, because at that time everything was closing. Father took security out from them. They know their location, so they have to move quick. Okay, so there come Tyler Perry, use whatever he had to use to give them that safety while they thinking through how are we gonna move forward. This was the breather for them. Okay, that was the breather for them, because I do not see how they will be moving. I don't know. And I think at that time I even said, even if they had to live in an apartment, you know, a crumble down apartment, I think they would have done so. I even said that at that time. Okay, long and behold, there's Tyler Perry come to their rescue and say, here's my home. I probably don't need it. I've probably never been in it. Once in a while when I'm in California, I'm there. Here's my home. Get comfortable, get your feet together, you know, and do what you need to do to get back on your feet. This was the breather for them, I truly believe. And then they think things to what happened while they were there managing things. What did Meghan do? She wrote her damn book. Okay, that book alone would have probably get them that pay for that house if they didn't have it. Okay, the bench, that's what I'm talking about, the bench. Okay, so that was the thing here. This is a smart woman who knows how to use her time wisely. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking what I've been doing. I'm nowhere near that level. Okay, so that's one thing. Let me continue with that. Okay, take into consideration for some of all of her Netflix paid up front. At that time, Netflix was not even in the picture, I think, because they were too busy trying to find a place, a safety with that, with Archie and all of that. So use as collateral, etc. Many ways to get around lack of credit history if you're rich, well connected. Maybe, but I don't think at that time Netflix was in the picture. Okay, LOL, like they got a loan, cash and hard asset make credit score irrelevant. Okay, these are what makes good credit score. That's what, yeah, anyone with a credit card knows this. Do you really think Oprah pulls out cash or platinum credit card? She knows what she's talking about. Everything that she says, I agree with her. Let's see here. Actually, Oprah wrote a check, $50 million cash for her Santa Barbara home. Okay, he has $7 million a year allowance from his dad. Nope, not well. In terms of his father, after he left the UK, I don't know if this was allowed, because the father cut everything off, not even picking up his phone. Okay, let's not forget that. Okay, he has $7 million a year allowance from his dad. I think they look at that as well. I don't know. Harry does not have allowance from his dad. Yeah, Prince Charles cut off financial support in summer of 2020. Unless if Harry had his like a bank account outside of the royal family. I don't know if he did that, but things were so good. I don't think he. I don't know. Let me not speculate. Okay, he inherit he inherited million and will get more once he turned 40. He's going to be all right. Okay. Oh, I'm certain of that. All right, let me move on. Okay, let's me move on. I am an hour and 12 minutes. I thought that was a good discussion. Okay, good news. Thank you. Shares over Chris. Okay, the Biden administration to launch task force aimed at addressing and preventing online harassment and abuse, senior administration official says. Okay, I'm gonna click on this. Maybe I'll read that for another another video. Oh, that's one within another one. Okay. Okay, I thought I was clicking. Let me go back. Okay. Okay, so okay. So I thought that was an article. I'll go back to that. All right, about time for too many people, children even have died because of this. Okay, they need to get started now. Like Harry and Meghan, I must want to turn off everything. This hates some days or more than I can handle. I don't understand how any human can put up with the lies and bullying said about them every day for years. Okay, oh yes, it's about time. Close the door on YouTube. On YouTube first. That's good news. Nah, YouTube is not. There's so many good things on YouTube. They just need to focus where the hate is coming from. All right, let me go into that. Okay, NBC, let me add that to the list. Okay, my list just got long. All right, the Biden administration launched a task force aimed at addressing and preventing online harassment and abuse, senior administration official says. Okay, this is the article. That's the article. Now I'm gonna leave that and you guys could read it. The link will be in the description. Okay, why not launch a task force addressing and strengthening the mental fortitude and confidence of people to prevent them from being sensitive babies and have tougher skin? What the hell? Well, Congress needs to act on that, because what is it? The president is not a freaking king. He cannot do whatever he wants. So maybe this is at his limit. Maybe that's what he could do. Okay, we all need to be less sensitive, right? Guy robs your stores. Stop being so sensitive. Guy shoot up a school. Why are you whining? Liar destroy your professional reputation and your business. Get tougher skin. Why have any laws at all when we could just be tougher? Yep. Exactly. Man up. Whatever. This is just a troll that's coming. All right. Until it's your target, yes, or it's someone you love who commits suicide. Developing empathy and the population is the most urgent. If you follow this train of thought. Okay, let's see here. There's another article here. Japan makes online insult punishable by 1 year in prison and wake. That's a good thing. Let's bookmark this. All right, let me move on. I'm off topic here. Let's go to the next tweet. Just know they opened that. I don't think if I'm gonna read that article, but the link of the article will be in the description. Next tweet. Will we see any hear from Meghan online harassment survivor? Okay, by Zoe Richard. The Biden, that's aligned with the last tweet that I just did here. The Biden administration will launch a task force Thursday aimed at addressing and preventing online harassment and abuse, a senior administration official told reporters on a Wednesday call. Vice President Kamala Harris will be joined by survivors and advocates when she kicks off the national task force. And let's not forget, I think on Twitter, there's those people because of her position as vice president. What is it? I think Bat Sentinel, okay, Buzi, have pointed out. I mean, I don't follow those people who do that. I haven't really focused on those things, but Bat Sentinel have come across many of this, that like Kamala Harris have been harassed on Twitter. Okay, which will be charged with developing recommendations for state governments, online platforms, schools, and other public and private entities within 6 months, the administrational office said. The task force aimed to address the growing problem of online harassment and abuse, which disproportionately target women, girls, and that's it. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, that would be fantastic. Wouldn't it be amazing if they team up with Meghan? I just hope so. The cult will be doing all they can do to stop anyone working with her with her though. Look how they go after a giant like Netflix. Okay, crossing my fingers. All right, let's go to the next and my final tweet, and then I'll do a prayer. One thing I tell my youngest, especially, sometime he's online playing with some of his friend from school, and I said, when they start acting up, let them know that you don't approve of it, and then if they continue, just leave that space, because you never know what somebody might say, and then they see your, you know, your account, your profile there, and then you were part of it, and they add, I just don't want problem. And I told him, if you do what I say, I'll back you up all the time. When you see them starting stuff, let them know you're not approve of it. If they continue, just get out of that space. Okay, the thing about miserable people is that they think everyone is as miserable as they are, and if they aren't, they want them to be. Okay, I do not want them in my serenity. In most chaotic times, my mind is somewhere in the Caribbean under the coconut tree. I do not want them in my space. That's my little island. Okay, spot on. If you want to get under the skin of your detractors, just be happy and content with where you are right now while you carry on with your own things to achieve your future goal. And I think that's what Meghan did, especially at the Commonwealth 2020. She's at the church, you know, with her smile, her zone. Who knows what she was thinking? She probably was already in Canada with Archie and everything. You know, they were mad. Look how when she walked back into the church,
Sussex squad. Sussex squad.
Yes, it's me. And you guys are angry about it. Oh my God, I make y'all feel that. Well, this will not take long. Well, I just wanted to pop up here and show y'all how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm looking great. I'm feeling great, you know. I'm over here very booked and busy while you bitches over here are still looking raggedy and not doing shit. Wow. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm not going anywhere. So talk your shit, you shitholes. You can't defeat a bad bitch. You just cannot do that. I rise above that. Ew. So I just wanted to say, hey, and that I'm here to stay, and you're going to be mad every day. Success.
Sussex squad. Sussex squad.
During the Jubilee, okay, that was her catwalk with her husband. It's like her marriage again. You know, walking in the church together with her husband. You know, they were pissed. The others were pissed. Even KKK was like, wow. All right. Exactly. Misery loves company. Tearing other people down is their only source of perceived happiness. Truth is beyond gross. Okay, this guy is living proof of that. Okay, in the flesh, there's that. Exactly. Totally agree with you. From a small child growing up, I used to hear my late southern mom quote this phrase quite frequently, and that is, quote, misery loves company, end quote. I truly understand now what she was trying to say. I avoid these people as much as possible. Happy people love to see happiness. That's right. Okay, that's this. You write on. Nicely put. Okay, this could be a true story. See also the English. So true. People will judge you as what they are. Yes, pretty much. They can't stand someone being happy. It annoys them. Much like wearing a mask or common decency. Okay, let's see here. My philosophy to handle nasty people is to use reverse psychology. There's the laugh. Okay, same with drunk people. Alright, so let's do a prayer. What you like? Let's do a prayer for mental health. Well-minded people. Prayer for mental illness, because these are the people who's preventing society to move forward. They so chaotic, they don't take into consideration other people's well-being, and that's why, you know, the world is running with chaotic people. All right, this is the prayer. Heavenly Father, giver of life and health, comfort and relieve those challenged by serious and chronic mental and emotional illnesses. Give your power of healing to those who minister to their needs, that they may be strengthened in their weakness and have confidence in your loving care, through Jesus Christ our Lord. All right, let's do an image. I was looking at this and then that. let's see here. St. Jude prayer for depression. St. Jude prayer for us. Okay, it's very blurry. St. Jude, is it friend or trend? Okay, trend to those friend. Okay, friend. Okay, St. Jude, friend to those in need. I am weary from grief, without joy, without hope, struggling to find the light I know it in my soul. I turn to you, my most trusted intercessors. Okay, I'm probably gonna read another prayer because this one is very blurry. Take away this emptiness and the pain of my broken heart, and your compassion help my tears to lead me to a place of peace in my heart. Too long have I forgotten the goodness of God's world. Heal me. I yearn to feel light, to feel joy. Envelope me in brightness and do not hold back. And I promise, if I receive these gifts, I will share them always in your name. Amen. All right, let me read something else. The one right next to them. Dear God, you mentioned in your word that children are a blessing. Indeed they are. Every child differs from another, yet you create them and you know them by name. Thank you for the gift of children and giving us adults the incredible opportunity of being surrounded by them. I pray for children who have a mental illness. I am not sure how mental illness affects a child's life, but you do. And again, every child is different. I intercede for them right now, asking that you will fill them with joy and show them why they are as you made them. I pray that husbands and wives who are raising a child with mental illness will be patient and loving them and provide any proper treatment they may. May you bless these families and guide them in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Or you could become a member or just watch the commercial. All right, so I just hit 1900 subscribers. All right, so new subscriber, welcome. All right, so that's it. And I hope, let me add this to the prayer. While we are in the summer vacation, any child who maybe at some point they were thinking of doing any unthinkable, I hope while we are in vacation, God save them, control their body, their mind and soul, to see that whatever they were thinking were in the wrong path. Okay, get into their mind to seek help if they needed it, or make them see the other way around, the better way for our future. Okay, to be much brighter. So while we are on vacation, get into the mind of the sick-minded and make them see light at the end of the tunnel. And hopefully, while they are in we are in summer vacation, they seek for help. All right, so that way, when the school year started, we don't hear the same repetition. Okay, I'm not gonna name whatever we have seen this past school year. We don't see the repetition again. All right, get them. Help them get the help that they needed, or get into their mind to help them see something better, something different. All right, so that's it. Thank you, and that's it.